Ingenuity is often nurtured, and sometimes you are just born with it. But at times, it's from the experiences of heartaches and dismay. Don't worry. That's life. Things come and go. Here, try this. What is this? Nina asked. It's a ground cherry. You can eat it. It's edible. How'd you like it? I don't know. Life is like that, my child. The skin is like the obstacle in life that you have to remove to get the fruit which is the joys in life. Nina gazes at the fruit longingly, as it is a metaphor of her current ordeal of her kite being swept away by the wind, but there has to be something great to come out of this predicament. Well, that didn't make sense at all, but we'll make sense of this kit right here, the HGUC GP02A or Gundam Physalis, which is a year away from being 20 years old. The GP02A Gundam is one of those easily recognizable mobile suits among the community of fans and enthusiasts. Its discernible silhouette of big shoulders and shins, paired with equally humongous bazooka and shield, says, "Hello, my name is the Physalis Gundam," way before Bolt and Virtue Gundams did. While definitely we can say that the Physalis design is mighty and imposing, can we say the same about its HGUC kit? For those who don't know, the Gundam GP02A Physalis is a mobile suit that appeared in Mobile Suit Gundam 0080 Stardust Memory, manufactured by Anaheim Electronics, with its design and development spearheaded by Nina Purpleton and former Xeon engineers. Hence, Xeon-based technology are highly incorporated to its development. It was initially supposed to be an assault-type, heavy mobile suit similar to Xeon's DOM series, but was eventually dropped and replaced by the goal of being the most powerful MS to date, armed with a nuclear warhead, comparably strong to a strategic nuclear warhead, despite its classification as a tactical nuclear warhead. Its large, imposing design is the result of it having the nuclear weapon with a short firing range, so it would be able to withstand its own nuclear blast. But despite its large build and appearance, the Physalis is highly maneuverable and can hover while operating under gravity. Aside from the nuclear warhead, its notable weaponry includes 2 beam sabers, 60mm Vulcan gun on the head, and are paired with high-output generators to withstand long and intense battles. So even with no atomic bazooka, the Physalis is still a formidable mobile suit to be against with. With its brother, the GP-01 Gundam Zephyranthes, the 2 Gundams were shipped to the Earth Federation base in Australia. However, a former Xeon ace, Anavel Gato, managed to sneak aboard the carrier and eventually steal the Gundam Physalis. The Physalis was used by Gato and fought the Zephyranthes, piloted by Ensign Ku Uraki. Much later, once again fought an upgraded Zephyranthes into an intense battle where both of the machines eventually got destroyed, ending the service of this magnificent piece of technology. Now we're going to talk about its HGUC kit, which was released in 2006, 19 years ago as of this upload. Despite it being one of the most prominent mobile suit out there, it hasn't got a real grade, unlike its brother the Zephyranthes and full burn-in version got real grades, and its master grade having no new versions yet. Could it be that Bandai thought that the kits, specifically the HGUC version, is still great, that it doesn't need a revive version yet? For a 1/144th scale kit, the Physalis is huge. Its massive shield and imposing silhouette make it a standout on the shelf. Priced at around $18, which is a decent price for a kit that comes in 7 main runners. It captures the bulky, Cold War-inspired design very well. Comes with the signature nuclear bazooka and its gigantic shield, which can store the other half of the bazooka, and the flexible thruster binders could be moved as well, which are cool and quite necessary features that should be present for this kit. It also comes with 2 beam sabers that could be sheathed on the side skirts parallel to the show. The articulation for its time is decent, and I very much like the added joint between the forearms and the hands for it to be able to hold the bazooka. This design must have been considered because the main weapon of the suit is a bazooka, and despite being an older kit, the construction is sturdy and straightforward, with few loose parts and all fit almost perfectly. It is also a great base for detailing with its wide surface from the large armor panels, especially on the legs. It also includes a stand with 2 connectors, with the additional one intended for the HG Zephyranthes, which makes it a solid kit all around. One prominent issue that we could note is the lack of articulation of the skirt at the back, which hinders the legs from fully extending backwards. It does not also come with extra sets of hands, just the 2 closed hands for holding the shield and bazooka. Making it hold the shield may be problematic at times, because the hand could fall apart when you attempt to move the shield. A dedicated hand holding the shield handle could have been helpful in this situation. There are several parts that have noticeable seam lines, but not really a major issue as it can be rid of easily. With its limited color separation in some areas leads to reliance on stickers, it especially lacks the yellow plastic for the thrusters, which may not blend in well without extra work. And speaking of the thrusters, its interior also quite lacks details, which makes it look quite hollow, which some may find lacking. The HGUC Gundam Physalis is a visually powerful kit that makes a statement despite its age. Its decent posability makes it a worthwhile kit, especially if you love Stardust Memory or big armored suits. It's a great pick. And despite it being nearly 2 decades old, it's still a good display piece and good for modifications for beginners and seasoned builders alike. And for me, this kit is still splendidly magnificent.
Hey yo guys, thank you very much if you reached it here, and this time we looked at the GP02 Physalis. It's one of my most anticipated builds so far, and before, a few years ago, I was really looking forward to getting this kit because I really like the bulky design of the suit. I saw it in a magazine when I was in high school and I thought it looked really cool, and even then, I still wanted to have it. I finally got it. I actually have the Type MLRS version of it before I got this regular version, but I held on to it until I got 2 copies of the regular version. The engineering is quite understandable for its time, but I think one of the main issues of this kit is the hand holding the shield. Since the shield is quite heavy, the hand would easily fall apart. I hope if they do a revived version of this kit, there would be a dedicated hand molded with a shield handle on it already, which I think would be really useful. As for the kite story of Nina in the prologue, the intro, it was actually inspired from my childhood when we would fly our kites on the dried rice paddies in the summer with my brother and a few neighbor friends, and on a few occasions, our dad would join us. We lived and grew on the countryside, so rice fields and mountains were a common setting, and there would be plenty of ground cherry or Physalis bushes. It was everywhere. But it was a childhood friend who introduced me to eating the ground cherry or the Physalis fruit. I can somehow remember with the taste, but I could not describe it properly. There's a bit of sweetness. It's like eating a garlic with a very soft and juicy texture. I was not a fan of it, but it was alright. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and see you next time.